Hello everyone. In this video, I will go over my solution to the problem named Clear the String. This problem is taken from Educational Round 61 and is rated 2000. This problem is based on range DP and is quite similar to the previous problem that I did on range DP. So let's look at the problem statement. So we are given a string S of length n consisting of lowercase Latin letters, and we need to find the minimum number of operations to delete the whole string S. Each operation which we can perform is to delete some contiguous substring of this string if all letters in this substring which we delete are equal. So for example, in the first test case, we are given a string of length 5, and the three operations which we would perform to delete the whole string is: first we would delete B. This would leave the string AACA. Then we would delete C. This would leave the string AAA, and then we would delete the whole string. So this takes three operations. And in the second sample test case, we are given a string of length 8, A B C D D C B A, and you can verify that these are the four operations which will delete the whole string S, and 4 is the correct output. So let's look at the solution. In the solution, we would always define our DP state. DP of LR is the min number of operations to delete the string from positions L to R. So this is basically a substring. Minimum number of operations to delete the substring from positions L to R. That's what DP of L to R is, because this is the standard range DP state. Then the way we would do our transition is very similar to the previous problem. So in the first case, we would delete S of L alone. So if S is the string, then we would delete S of L alone. And this means that the number of operations would be dp of L plus 1 to R plus 1, because one operation is for deleting S of L, and dp of L plus 1 to R is the minimum number of operations to delete the substring from L plus 1 to R. In the second case is that we delete S of L and S of K together. The idea is the same as the previous problem, where we find the rightmost point, rightmost position, which is the same as this position, and we delete them together. So this is only if S of L is S of K. And this means that the number of operations required in this case would be dp of L plus 1 to K plus dp of K plus 1 to R. And the reason why it's dp of L plus 1 to K is because we delete the string from L plus 1 to K, and then we delete L and K at the same time. So we delete them together after deleting the string from L plus 1 to K. And then this is a separate subproblem because we need to delete the whole range L to R. That's why first we take care of the case from L to K by deleting first L plus 1 to K, and then we take care of the case from K plus 1 to R. So that's all that's there in our DP transition. And let's look at the base case. DP of I to I would just be 1, and DP of I to J, where J is less than I, would be 0. Basically, invalid states are 0. And let's just look at the code for this problem. Before we look at the code, it's also important to note that we could have also written that instead of considering dp of L plus 1 to K plus dp of K plus 1 to R, we could have also written dp of L plus 1 to K minus 1 plus dp of K to R. And in this case, what we would be doing is we would be deleting L plus 1 to K minus 1, and then we would be deleting K along with L in the second half of the string. So in the first way, so let's just say that this is way 1 and this is way 2. So it's important to note that in way 1 we delete L and K together along with the substring from L plus 1 to K minus 1, and in way 2 we delete L and K together along with the substring from K plus 1 to R instead. So you can keep this in mind. So either ways you'll get the same output, which is correct. So I'll be coding up the first way, and I think the second way is what's given in the editorial. So either way is fine. So in the code, first I take in n, which is the length of the string. Then I take in the string itself. Then I create a 2D DP array of size larger than the string because I'll be using one based indexing. Then I'll be iterating over I and j for all valid states, and I'm trying to find the value of dpij. So the base case is if j is I, then dpij is 1, and we'll just continue. Otherwise, we would take one case to be 1 plus dp of I plus 1j, the second part of the base case in our transition, and then we'll iterate over all k going from I plus 1 to j. So if s of I is s of k, then we would set dpij to be minimum of dpij and dp of I plus 1 to k plus dp of k plus 1 to j. And we need to be careful that we need to use s of I minus 1 and s of k minus 1, and we also need to use the I going from n to 1 because we need dp of I plus 1 before we compute the value of dp of I. So let's just output the value of dp of 1 to n, which is our final answer. So now that we have printed the final value of dp of 1 to n, let's just submit this code to see that it gets accepted. So as you could see, my code got accepted. I hope you liked the problem and my solution to this problem. If you liked the video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. Also do consider subscribing to my channel for more such content. In the next video, I'll be going over my solution to the problem bottles, which was a viewer suggested problem and it doesn't have an English editorial. So thank you for your time.